2022 Chinese drama that can melt your heart. Miss Cupid in Love, a stoic 1,000-years-old immortal, Bo Yang Cao Yu Chen has dealt with all kind of mortal issues. However, he unintentionally ruins the weddings in the mortal realm and is relegated as a result to the mortal realm. He meets Shengguanya Tianxi Wei, a peculiar young woman running a matching agency in the mortal world. Together, they work to restore order to the world's marriages as they progressively become closer. Can a mortal and an immortal coexist, though? The Autumn Ballad. Despite being a member of the illustrious Qia family, Qia Yan Qiao Xin is the offspring of a humble concubine. As a result, the Qia family doesn't give her much thought and is eager to wed her off when she reaches marriageable age. Qia Yan is labeled as a woman who brings bad luck to her husband when her fiancé passes away during the wedding ceremony. As a result, she and her husband are compelled to be buried alive. Qia Yan tries to flee from this unfortunate situation, but Liang Yi, the stern-faced duke, captures her. Jeremy Sui. Liang Yi notices that she stands out from the town's typical submissive women and resolves to work with her to find a solution to this difficult situation. Sassy Beauty. Si Yan Snow Kong, a beauty blogger, unintentionally becomes pulled into a VR game that features historical Chinese beauty. She is given the unappreciative position of a dressing maid, which annoys her. Unable to leave the game, Si Yan makes the decision to use her expert makeup abilities and expertise to move up the social scale and establish a reputation for herself. The game decides to divert her with a number of charming young heroes who are out to win her heart just when things are going well for her. Can Si Yan resist the allurement and reach the top rank to win the game? Oh my lord! In Fuxian City, people place a high value on beauty. To put it frankly, if you have good looks, you will be set for life. The Fuxian people therefore spend the majority of their time attempting to enhance their beauty. But none can match the attractive Lord Chauncey, no matter what they do. Despite having the most attractive appearance, Lord Chauncey has a distant, unpredictable attitude. He is also a respected eunuch in the eyes of the city lord. Lord Chauncey, however, conceals a significant secret. He is not castrated and is merely acting as a eunuch to solve a puzzle. By chance, Lord Chauncey encounters Chen Yuyu, a bright and clever young woman who is compelled to wed him. While Lord Chauncey hides his identity and tries to trick Chen Yuyu, he unknowingly finds himself falling for her. Royal Feast. Yao Zijin Wu Jin Yan joins the palace as a maid of the food bureau during the Ming Dynasty. She produces numerous incredible gourmet delicacies at this location that dazzled the Forbidden City. She rises through the ranks to become the Imperial Palace's chief chef, when she unexpectedly develops feelings for Zhuzan Jizukai, the crown prince and heir apparent. Dream Garden. Running a well-known blog that discusses relationship concerns, Xiao Zhao Qiao Xin considers herself to be an authority on romantic relationships. She visited a well-known variety program with Lin Shengong Jun, a licensed psychologist, as a guest, but she was humiliated there. Despite her irritation, Xiao Zhao understands that she must develop her abilities to become a true professional. As a result, she applies for a job as an assistant psychologist without knowing who her employer will be. Maybe It's Love. After 4 years, About Is Love has a sequel, and the original ensemble is back with even more chemistry than before. Because long-distance relationships are challenging to maintain, Shou Shi and Wei King Yan Shi eventually part ways. Zhu Zhao Nuo. The pair does, however, reunite 2 years later. Wei King is committed to winning her back this time around, despite the fact that Zhou Shi feels completely different. Dine with Love. A calculative individual who maximizes every area of his existence is Yu Hao Gao Han Yu. He views cooking as a time and money waster, thus he doesn't even have a kitchen in his home. He chooses to branch out his company into the food sector and sponsor a food reality show by participating in it himself. Yu Hao employs a stand-in for the show's cookery part to maximize efficiency. Yu Hao recruits Su Qilan Jade Cheng as his public relations manager to handle the problem when this offends the team. Yu Hao is inspired by Su Qilan to learn to cook and is given a spark in his heart. Star-crossed lovers. Comic books are Tianju's He-Lan-Du absolute obsession. After a chance encounter with a stranger and an unintentional kiss, she develops a telepathic bond with him and their lives become intertwined. He reminds Tianju of a strangely familiar figure from her comic book, and Bai Yi Niu Z fan. That Bai Yi is actually an alien who has come to Earth in pursuit of a mystical stone that can save his planet makes things much stranger. He discovers the stone on Tianju but realizes that if he removes it, she will perish. Before Tianju passes away, Bai Yi vows to fulfill her comical ambitions, but love stands in the way of their plans. Assistant of Superstar. The career of Yu Shiqi's son is at its height. He is the most popular celebrity who has won the hearts of young and old ladies alike with his stunning good looks and enviable reputation. He is uneducated and illiterate, though, which hides a great truth beneath that brilliant facade. Despite Yu Shi's best efforts to conceal them, his lack of literacy makes him unsuitable for a crucial project interview. His company chooses to find him a tutor as a result. Though Yao Yao Hannah is thrilled to be employed as a superstar's tutor, she has a severe anxiety of crowds. Hello, the sharpshooter. When they first met in high school, Tang Xin Xingfei had a major crush on the tall and handsome Shen Qingyuan Hu Yitian. The two became close, but Tang Xin was never able to tell him she was in love with him. Qingyuan vowed to keep her in mind when their paths parted. After a long period of time, Tang Xin is now a trainee reporter tasked with speaking with the pistol shooting team leading China's Olympic campaign. Shen Qingyuan, her first love, shows up here once more. She is disappointed to see that Qingyuan treats her coldly and dismissively, almost as if he has forgotten all about her. With a perfect shooting record, Qingyuan has elevated to the position of top 50-meter pistol shooter in the nation. Yet, he cannot seem to focus on his aiming whenever Tang Xin is nearby. Will he be able to achieve Olympic glory and turn his distraction into love once again? Shining for one thing, Lin Beixing's life is not going well at all. Carlina Zhang. She is approaching the age of 30, but her life, job, and relationship are all in disarray. When Beixing deletes the texts on her old phone out of annoyance, she is sent back in time to when she was 18 years old. Lin Beixing is resolute to begin life again this time, despite having to retake the college entrance exam and make it through high school once more. But each time she makes an effort to perform well on her high school exam in the hopes of influencing her future, she is transported back to the present. When Beixing travels to the past, she eventually realizes there is more to it than first appears. And the answer she is searching for lies with Zhang Wansen Kuchu Zhao, a boy she meets at the college entrance examination. Memory of encaustic tile. Since they were children, Xiaozu Chen Yuqi, Zhang Su Nian Lin Yi, and Zheng Qi Yan Zidong have been linked at the hip. All of their ancestors have made a contribution to the nation's antique and museum industries by making a living by preserving rare items. The death of Su Nian's mother sends the trio along a path that they had never considered before. The bright Su Nian decides against continuing his education in favor of learning his mother's trade, whereas Xiao Zhu chooses to travel the world in order to extend her horizons. The three friends reconvene years later, but can they rebuild their friendship and admit the love they've been trying to keep to themselves? I want to be brothers with you. Gao Yangxin Yun Lai is a disobedient youngster who doesn't get along with his father. Gao Yang rejects Jin Bei Bei Zhao Zhao Yi, the principal's daughter, after she declares her emotions to him, choosing to pursue the school's beauty instead. When that doesn't work, he turns his focus to Yi Zhao Wen Chen Yu Wei, a new transfer student who is well known for her attractiveness. Yi Xiaowen is a guy, not a beauty, but Gao Yang is quite disappointed by this, and he was made much more upset when Yi Xiaowen, who was supposed to be his deskmate, turned out to be a freak. Gao Yang makes the decision to confront Zhao Wen in physical education when he finds out that another attractive girl, Mi Jia and Aliu, has feelings for him. Sadly, Gao Yang loses miserably against Zhao Wen and declares that going forward, they will always be rivals. Gao Yang arrives home from a long day at school to find a familiar face there. Zhao Wen is cooking.
Do you like this video? Please like, Subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos.